Hello, this is CS115, Introduction to Computers. I am Carrie Locke, and we are on part 2 of chapter 4. We're working on our assignment, VirtualBox and Kali Linux. So, we were installing VirtualBox and Kali Linux. We got all the way to installing VirtualBox and installing the extension pack and downloading the Kali Linux OVA images. So that took a few minutes. So make sure you set aside some time for that download. It does take some time depending on your internet speed. My internet speed is not that fast at home. So give yourself some extra time for that. I'm going to go ahead and move to my desktop. So on my Mac, I've gone ahead and I've double clicked. All I've done so far is I've gone to my downloads, and here's the Kali Linux that I downloaded from the website, which I showed you earlier. Let's see if I still have that. So, excuse me. Here's the Kali Linux. Remember to expand the VirtualBox images by clicking on the plus. And this is the one that you want, the Kali Linux VirtualBox 64 OVA. Download that one. And I have that here in my downloads. Now double click on that, and that's going to, I can go ahead and show you. That's going to bring up this screen here. Go ahead and take all the defaults and click on import. It's going to come up with the license agreement. If you agree with it, click on agree. And I'm going to go ahead and escape out of that because I've already done that and I don't want to take the time right now to do that. And then once that's complete, you're going to end up with this here, which is your virtual machine. Your virtual machines appear on the left side of VirtualBox. Your tools are on top. Your virtual machines are below that. And then up here on the top menu bar, you have this little arrow. So the selected machine, and I'm going to click on start and watch what's going to happen. I get all kinds of error messages. So on my Mac, I get this is a kernel error, which for a Linux machine is not a good thing. Failed to open session, failed to open the virtual session. Failed to open the virtual session. And then here's the detailed error message. Okay, I'm going to click OK there. Now, earlier I said on a Mac, you're going to need to go to your system preferences. Let me center this. And here in your security and privacy, click on that one. And under your general tab, here it's allow apps to be downloaded from, and it's asking for this one. Oh, it's locked for me. Click the lock to make changes. Enter your password. Now, system software from developer Oracle America Inc. has been updated. If you remember, from the last video, we had a similar message on Windows that said, are we going to trust Oracle? And I said, go ahead and trust Oracle. We know that this particular software that we went ahead and downloaded is okay. We know we got it from a safe location. We know it's okay. We can go further because they gave us the hash, which is a specific number for that specific file, and we can verify that hash. I'll show you how to do that in the security section. So now, okay, name system extensions require restart before they can be used. Hope that doesn't require a system restart. Let's go ahead and restart the software. So there's the software application. VirtualBox. And then let's see if we can start it now. Nope, it does require a system restart, which means that this is going to be a 3-part video. I'm going to go ahead and leave that one. I don't think that I need to demonstrate this on a Mac. I have shown you how to require restart. So on a Mac, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to need to restart my system, but everything that I'm doing is on the Mac. So let's go ahead and move over to the Windows. On the Windows, I've done the same thing. I showed you the install process. The only thing different that I've done on the Windows is I've clicked on a slightly different message, which I did in the earlier video. The window is just trailing a little bit here. I don't think I have multiple versions of this open. So because it's doing so much and it's trying to send over so many videos, it's having a difficult time. So let's go ahead and close that. This one in the background, let's do this real quick before we move into the video. So on the, let's close up the project. On the project 3 cloud storage project, a lot of people got confused about the sync question. If you just clicked on the link that I provided, review the Google Shared Drive instructions, clicked on the link, it brought you to Google's own instructions. And in order to complete the assignment, you needed to upload or create a file. And if you clicked on that link, it brought you to this page. And then this page, oh, no, that's the same page. So let's click on upload or create files. On this page here, it's right here. Use backup and sync, and then install the application on your computer. So right here was the answer to that question. By the way, sync is short for synchronize. The other thing I wanted to show you here is Microsoft Project. Microsoft Project was the one that I couldn't remember in the previous video because it's project software. It's Microsoft Project. It was overly simple. Microsoft Project is the software that you can use to track projects. And they're showing you a demonstration here. You can track tasks, individuals. You can assign individuals tasks. If you're a project leader or a project lead, you can assign project leads. But it's really nice because you can track where people are in the tasks. You can set milestones. It's pretty neat. It doesn't have to be Microsoft Project. There are many project software applications available. Visio is another one that wasn't mentioned. No thanks. Visio is another one that was not mentioned. Visio is a flow chart software. It's a really great software. It's interesting how many times I've used this software over the years. It's really great. You could use this for project outline, for different tasks, for who's doing what, for project diagrams, for businesses, if you were doing a business prospectus. There are many different applications for this software, and Visio is very good at creating these flowcharts. So there's many different uses for that. I'm not sure what flowchart software category that would be in. Okay, so let me go ahead and close that. This was the composer. So this was your actual assignment here. Let me see if I can make this big. I can. This was the assignment outline that I provided, and this is in your composer. These are it'll show your HTML tags. So you have your list item tag here, you have your ordered list tag here, header 1, header 2, body tag, which I didn't have you do, but that's another tag. It defines the body of the HTML document. Your href tag, which was your A tag, bold, italics, and then you can see your source code. And again, up here on the top, you can see it a little bit larger now, has the definition of the document, and then the content type. the text, character set, all of that, I didn't have you include. So those are some of the items that you would see that would be required for a normal HTML document. And then you can also, with the composer from SeaMonkey, you can also preview the document. And then this would be normal. So you can type it in as if it was a regular text document. Not sure why it's highlighted. There you go. Okay, so now preview. You can preview it. That would be exactly how it would look posted on inside of a browser. Okay, so let me go ahead and close that. Don't save. And then let me go back here. All right, now on to the good stuff. I'm going to make this big. All right, so it's asking me questions up here. Let's see if I can make this so that you can see it. All right, these are the questions that I was mentioning that are really important. It's not moving up. Okay, so these are the ones that I was mentioning. Don't miss these questions. So now it's going to act funny for me. All right, the host machine. Remember the host right now. It's a little confusing because I'm remoted in. But right now I'm on a Windows machine. I have a Linux machine inside of VirtualBox, and that's inside of a Windows machine. So I have a Windows machine with VirtualBox with Linux inside of that. So the Windows machine is considered the host. The Linux is considered the guest. Now, inside of VirtualBox, I can have other operating systems. I could have another Windows operating system. Say I wanted Windows 7 for some odd reason. I could have Windows 7 inside there. That would be another guest. I could have Windows Server in there. Maybe I wanted Windows Server for something. That would be another guest. So the virtual machines are the guests, and the machine that is holding them is the host. So these questions here are important because these little notes here are important because they tell you how your keystrokes are going to be captured and how you get out of them, including system ones like Alt-Tab will be directed to the VM. So a host machine, when keyboard is captured, all keystrokes, including ones like Alt-Tab, will be directed to the VM. Okay, let me close. I can't close that because I'm on magnifier right now. The machine's display are directly sent to the guest OS. If the mouse is currently captured, it will be automatically uncaptured. So let me see if I can get it to go over here. It's not moving. All right, and then, so don't show the message again. I wouldn't do that. I would leave the message to go to you a few times. So you go back to minus. And then now here is our Kali Linux, and close that. So this is our VirtualBox, and let's go to view. Let's go to, maybe I can go to full screen mode. Switch. Nope, that didn't do it. This is really difficult to do inside of a virtual machine, and now I don't know where my keystrokes are. Okay, so we're going to do this in tiny mode. So remember the password is Kali. Login. Oh, that's nice. Let's see if we can switch that. There we go. Okay. So now I have my virtual machine, my virtual Linux. What I want to show you is right click. Well, that's just tiny. And I want to create document and choose empty file. And then pick a name. And the name would, for me, would be LOCKEK1234. And it appears up here. So now we open it, and there's my document. So I want to show you one more thing in here. Now remember, you got to put your name, Carrie, lock, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the next line. Now I want to do view. And then select font. So I don't care which font you use, but I do want this to be size 85. Nope, that's like 1,085. 85. Enter. Select. Tab. 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 Can't get it to select. So if I can do this with my mouse not behaving, it's not going to react for me. It's not going to react properly because it doesn't know what to do. First of all, I have a Windows keyboard on a Mac, and then I'm remoted in, and then I'm on a Linux. So my mouse controls are extraordinarily confused at the moment. Okay, I'll select that. It's probably like an Alt select. Let's see if I can get it to select it. I got 85. Gotta get it to tab. Okay. Okay. Didn't do it. All right. Alt A. View. All right. So I can't get it to escape out of this now. So you know how to create the document. Alt print screen on Windows is how you get it to minimize. All right. It's going to behave much nicer for you because you're not working with so many crazy windows and so many virtual windows. I promise you, it's going to behave much nicer for you. If you have problems, let me know. Make sure you screenshot the entire thing. I want this whole window. I want the entire thing. So if I'm on a Mac, I can do this on my Mac. It's not behaving for me here either. No, it's not behaving. My mouse is done. I can click. That's about it. So print screen. Make sure you save your print screen as a PNG or a JPEG. You can do that either on Microsoft Word. You can Control V to paste that print screen into a Word and then export it as a PNG, or you can do it. You can open up Paint and then save it in Microsoft Paint, and in both of those. I would open up Microsoft Paint. That's probably your best bet, and then export and then save it as a PNG or a JPEG file with the file restrictions. The rest of the instructions, the step-by-step instructions, are on the website. If you have questions, contact me during office hours. This should be really fun. So If you see errors, you probably didn't install the extension pack or you didn't allow it to have permission. So if you have errors, it's one of those two. The other thing is possibly a corrupt download file. So those are pretty much the only errors you're going to run into. Screenshot on Mac is the Command, Shift, and 4, and that'll allow you to cut an area. So it'll allow you to select an area to take a screenshot of. So again, Command, Shift, and 4 on Mac. You guys have a lot of fun with this assignment and have a wonderful week. And yeah, just have a lot of fun with it and have a wonderful week. Oh, this software, if I can show you, this software has so many really, really cool. It's probably too tiny for you to see. It has a lot of really cool programs on there that you don't see on Windows. So poke around with it, have some fun with it. Your VirtualBox settings, you can look here. I don't think it'll show me the settings. Your network is natted. So in your settings, if you want to do play with some of the security tools, go to your network and click on internal network. Okay. Or just plain old disable the network adapter. So if you want to play with the security tools, you can install multiple of these, and you can actually do an internal network, and you can have them attack each other, or you can have them scan each other. You can play with the tools that are there, the security tools. So, but just make sure that you're not attacking your neighbor, as I said before. There's probably stuff that I'm missing. If I'm missing something, then I will cover it in the next lecture. You guys have a wonderful week. And yeah, if you have problems, or if you have questions, let me see if I'm missing anything in the slides. Switch back to the slides. Upload your screenshot. No, that's it. Okay, that's it. You guys have a great week.